Steve Sutton Memorial Charitable Trust. It's a non-profit, and we give all the money back into the musical community. There's a jam program in Western North Carolina. All the counties have a junior Appalachian musicians for young kids. Also, high school scholarships. We've been giving away a lot of money over the last several years, as well as the IBMA Trust Fund that helps bluegrass musicians in need.
So this festival is in memory of Steve Sutton, who was a pillar of the North Carolina music community. He's played with a lot of the artists who are performing here today in his honor. And the Steve Sutton Memorial Charitable Trust was created in order to honor Steve by giving back to the music community that was so important to him. And so all of the proceeds from this event are going right back into our community.
It's important because of how he learned the music, and we keep passing on that tradition. I think it's extremely important that we continue to do a Steve Sutton Fest and spotlight the people that he played with, and also introduce new people like these jam musicians that part of the monies from this are going to.
For me, of course, my dad played, and there were always musicians around the house, but at that time Maggie Valley was a 2-lane highway into Cherokee, and I think probably when I was about 7 years old I was up there and saw Raymond Fairchild play, and it just thrilled me to no end, just the sound of that. And it was just, the banjo was on fire, and I asked my dad, I said, if you get me one of those, I think I want to learn to do that. And immediately after I got an instrument, I found that there were so many of those who could play legitimately were more than willing to help me learn. When I first met Darren, he didn't own a mandolin. He was playing a barred mandolin, and I took him and bought him a mandolin.
He did, my first real mandolin, a Gibson.
But I just saw something in him that we were talking about, the passing it on down, is everybody needs a chance, and if you can help somebody younger, better themselves, you better take the chance on it. And I think it was a good investment on my part to do that,
He's that thing that pushed me to the next level, and I'm forever grateful for that.
He was a mentor to me. We want to carry that positivity and energy forward.
Steve would have liked that Darren started with something really great in Haywood County, but he's looking to expand. I think he'd be tickled by that.
Just a super human being, and very talented. Played with a lot of big history-making bluegrass musicians, So he knew what he was doing. Definitely a pro at his craft. He's missed. He's definitely missed.
Steve Sutton was probably the kindest, most generous human being that I've ever met, and I don't say that lightly. Steve had a talent that I think was unmatched. We're blessed with tons of good talent here in the mountains. I think Steve was a cut above, I really do.
Steve Sutton was my friend, and we had many good times together. And one of Steve's favorite sayings was, big possums travel late.
Lord, we miss him. Lord, I can't tell you how much we miss him. And so glad to see all y'all out supporting what we're doing, we're trying to do. We've done 3 or 4 of these already, and this one here is the biggest that we've tried to do, and hopefully we can keep this going, because it does a lot of good stuff for a lot of people.
Steve was a musician who played at a level above me always, but not looking down at me, with his hand out saying, let me show you how to get up here. And when I was working with him, he likes his bass players to play TDC, top, dead, center, like you would tune a car. And so he said, I want you to come out to my house. And we would sit at the garage, just me, him, with his Martin guitar and a metronome, working just on timing. And his comment always was, don't rush it, but make the light come on because you played the note that made it come on.
We played together 15 years or more, and he sees all this music, and it was so much of his life, and he gave it all for it, Anytime you were on stage with him, he gave it everything he had.
I'm fortunate enough that I had a chance to do a whole bunch of shows with Steve. Not only was he an amazing musician, he was also a really great friend, hysterically funny and very influential. It's an emotional day in a sense because we keep looking around going, man, he's going to show up any minute. No, but I know in spirit he's here with us.
Steve absolutely ripped the neck off of it. It was just incredible to see. I had never been around a world-class banjo player, and he was one. So it was really amazing to be on the same stage. Very, very proud of that.
Everybody came out with their families and just enjoyed a great day of fellowship with music. And to see all his old friends from the bluegrass world, from the rock and roll electric world, that's what music community is all about. It's just a great day. There was a spirit here, and I know he's looking down, just celebrating the man.
And it's been a really fun career. You know, I've got to see a lot of things, travel the world just by playing the banjo that I could never have imagined doing anything else.